What's up, people of YouTube? This is Tmartn here, bringing you guys my first video, giving you my opinion on the Black Ops 3 multiplayer that has been released and has been talked about on a frequent basis as of late. And I just want to give you guys my honest opinion, what I think of it, how it looks like it's going to feel, how it's going to play, the weapons, kill streaks, all the information about Black Ops 3 that's come out with the past few days. And I'm going to try doing this all in one video because, yeah. Alright, so let's kick this off. First of all, in Black Ops 3, it looks like they really did implement the boots on the ground thing, which really excites me because I've said it a million times. I don't hate exosuits, but I'm not all about the exosuits. That is the last thing I really want in Black Ops 3 is exosuits. And me flying around the map like I was in Advanced Warfare, you know, and the next Sledgehammer game, bring back exosuits. Do it that way if that's what you want to do, but not every year. That is not what I want to see. But with that being said, the boots on the ground thing definitely was implemented, and I like it a lot. There is the little, you know, hover thing, but it looks like it's going to be used to get across the map, and the wall running isn't that bad. It's just none of that stuff is really going to affect how the game plays, really, like, as far as combat-wise. Like, nobody's going to use that crap in combat. You're putting yourself at a disadvantage, and if anybody is going to use that in combat, they're clearly awful players. So, I mean, you're going to have the advantage if they try doing that anyway. So, basically, it's not that big of a deal. I'm glad it's there. I'm glad that they fixed some things and they kind of listened to the community. But moving on here, we have the weapons. Now, the weapons in the game, obviously, this is a pre-alpha. It's not even an alpha. It's not even a beta. Things are subject to change. They will change. Things will not stay the way that they are. I can guarantee you there will be more guns. We might not even have some of the guns that are in there now. Some of the perks might be removed. All of those things might happen. But as of right now, some of those weapons do look a little bit overpowered, in my opinion. I did notice that there was a burst weapon. It was like a 3-round burst assault rifle, and it looks ridiculous. It looks like a straight melt machine. That might need to be changed. Either it needs to be, well, okay, so I would be seeing people using it, and it didn't look like it was killing people super easily as much as the other guns were not killing people as well. So, you know, that's kind of there. You either nerf it or buff the other guns. Maybe buffing the other guns would be a better option, but still, either way. There was this one particular assault rifle that I saw that I really liked. It was like an AK-47 type of weapon. It was an AK thing, definitely. I liked the way that looked, sounded, and just played. It was really cool. There wasn't a lot of SMGs and assault rifles that they listed, but like I said, it's subject to change. It's bound to be different by the time the game comes out, and so on and so forth. Now, moving on here, we have the gunsmith. This is really cool. I like what they're trying to do here. I'm kind of worried, though, that when you're actually playing the game, you're not going to be able to see it, like, at all on your weapon, which kind of defeats the purpose, in my opinion. But I guess we don't know what, like, the pre-game lobby looks like yet, so it could be something kind of like in Advanced Warfare, how you have the, you know, customizing your character. You can't see it in the game, but you can see it, like, in the pre-game lobby. So, you know, if that's how it is, that's fine, I guess. But I kind of hope that they still bring back Emblem Editor, because I don't want the game to just be without Emblem Editor because they put in this new gunsmith thing. I mean, even if they don't bring it back, I'll be okay with it, because it's not really a game changer or anything, you know. But it would be nice if Emblem Editor was still there. Now, the kill streaks within the game, it looks as if the kill streaks are good. I watched Hutch's video, and he said that the mothership stayed in the air for like 45 seconds to a minute and was just ultimate destruction. He joined in to the mothership, like he went up to it with the person who actually got the kill streak, and he himself got 15 kills with it. So that should tell you that the mothership looks like it's going to be a really good score streak now. It could either be nerfed or, you know, whatever. I kind of hope they don't, because we've been lacking good score streaks the past few Call of Duty games, and I'm really glad that they're bringing it back. In Treyarch, we trust. Now, the specials within Black Ops 3. This is the one that a lot of people are kind of like shying away from. Like, oh no, this isn't going to kill Call of Duty. I don't think it will, to be honest. It's definitely got its positives, it's got its negatives, but for the most part, it seems like it's just the Destiny thing, man. It's just the supers from Destiny. That's all it is. And from what it looks like, I mean, at most you might be able to use it like 4 or 5 times a game. Like, you know, it's not something that you're going to be able to just run around with and get, you know, 15 times in a game and just destroy everything all the time. Like, that's just not how it's going to work. Now, with that being said, there was only 2 of them that I've seen so far. I think there's supposed to be 9 and together, and I've probably only seen like 5. But out of what I've seen, the only 2 that really interest me that I would use on a regular basis is the hand cannon type thing with the revolver. That's a one-shot kill. I would use that, and I would also probably use the gravity spikes. The gravity spikes really stood out to me. I don't play a lot of objective modes, so like that would be something I would use if I was playing an objective mode, because I could just slam the gravity spikes down in the middle of a hard point or a dom flag or something like that. So, you know, that's pretty useful. Now, let's talk about a big one that everybody's been, you know, throwing a fit about, and I've got my opinions on it. Some people are going to think that it's very biased, but hear me out. So, the Xbox conference comes around. There's nothing about Call of Duty in their conference. Not a single thing. Everybody knew at that point that it was either A, going to PlayStation, or B, going to be equal. And it definitely wasn't equal. That's not what's best for business, for either console or company who produces Call of Duty and publishes it and so on and so forth. So, PlayStation now has exclusivity to all of the DLC. They get the beta a month early, or well, I don't know if it's a month early. I would imagine it's probably only a couple of weeks, but something like that. And that's really nice. I like it. To be honest, I would have rather it been fair and, you know, everybody get a cut at the same time, but that's just not how business works, and this is what's going to make the most money for people, so this is what they're obviously going to do. Now, I don't know the nitty-gritty details. Obviously, I don't work at, you know, Sony or Activision or Microsoft, but I'd imagine it went something like this. Microsoft either wasn't interested, which I doubt that's the case, considering how downhill their console's been going, or Sony just simply put up more money, and Microsoft didn't want to do it, or Activision was not interested in Microsoft. I think that Activision was not interested in Microsoft, and I'll tell you why. And this is going to get into a little bit of a console war here, but just listen. The Xbox One has not sold as many copies or as many units as the PlayStation 4. There is 15 million extra units sold of the PlayStation 4 than the Xbox One. Everybody will tell you, well, not everybody, I mean, you got those 12-year-olds that are like, oh my god, the Xbox One is amazing, and you got those 18-year-olds that act like 12-year-olds that are like, oh my god, the Xbox One is better than anything ever created. The Xbox One took 6 steps back, the PlayStation 4 took 3 forward. You know, I would rather own an Xbox 360 than an Xbox One. That's not how it's supposed to be. It is sad that the reason that I want an Xbox One is to play my old 360 games. Like, that completely defeats the purpose of the 360. Of the Xbox One. So, like, it just blows my mind, guys. Like, I have some people who could argue with me on what console is better, and all I can say is play what your friends play. Don't choose a console just because everybody else chooses one. Choose one that you and your friends will play the most. That's what you should do. But I think that Activision was interested in the PlayStation 4 because it sold so many more units. It's just doing a lot better. It's winning this console war as of right now. Microsoft can always turn that around, but as of right now, it is winning the console war, and it was just what was best for business. Now, I'm pretty happy about this. I have a PlayStation 4. I'm sorry for anybody who has recently bought an Xbox One, you know, just for this, because I feel really bad for you, because not everybody can afford, I know I can't, not everybody can afford to just go out and buy a whole new $400, $500 video game console. So, yeah, all the DLC will be coming early to PlayStation, a month-ish early, and that's pretty fantastic. I'm excited about it. I've been waiting years, like 8 years for this. Not really this specific thing, but something like this. And yeah, so anyways, guys, Twitter and Facebook links will be down in the description as always. Please remember to like and subscribe, and deuces.